Well, here I am, right outside the art club room. Looks like I'm the first one here. Did I come to the wrong place? Suddenly, I saw somebody coming down the hallway. I recognized him as one of Riley's friends from the hero course. He didn't seem particularly happy to see me. Same as Holly. Hope Riley wasn't spreading rumors about me. But who knows what's going on with them? One by one, more people started showing up, including Trista. Eventually, the guy I saw at the club fair showed up, and he let us all into the classroom. So, welcome to the art club. You can basically draw whatever you want here. Some people might have wanted a bit more structure in the club, but this was perfect for me. It was nice to have a place where I could basically do what I wanted. I showed Jake, the club president, my quirk, and he thought it was pretty cool. I told him that everything I drew was created to scale, which made it hard to draw big things quickly. He said that he had an idea about how to improve my quirk and to stay behind after the meeting. I agreed instantly. I'm glad I have somebody I can talk to about my quirk like this. I guess I'll see what he says. Archie Kelly, quirk, tree. Instead of skin, he has bark growing on most of his body, making him essentially a human tree hybrid. He can grow or retract branch-like arms at will, but they are also coated with bark. Interestingly, he can gain energy through both cellular respiration, eating food, or photosynthesis. He can also change the type of tree he is, although it requires a lot of energy. He will even grow the flowers or fruit of the respective tree. His seeds do actually grow, but they will only grow into regular trees. Affiliation, UA General Studies. Birthday, August 25th. Height, 7'10", damn. Blood type, O. Likes apples. After the club ended, everyone left one by one. Soon it was just me and Jake. He told me he'd be right back and left me waiting in the room. After a minute, he came back, holding what looked like two balls. Not those kind of balls, but athletic equipment. They was handballs, smaller than tennis balls. One was bright red, while the other was blue. He took out a piece of paper and drew two circles. Well, he didn't quite draw them. There was a little chunk missing from each. He then told me to focus on making the blue handball and complete one of the circles. I did, and it came out basically identical to the original handball. Next, he had me do it for the red ball, and the same thing happened. Look at that. You made two different colored objects from two identical drawings. This also means you don't have to make the drawings all at once, or even be the one to start the drawing. Come back next meeting. I have an idea I'd like you to try. I feel so much better about going to UA after joining the art club. It at least gives me something to look forward to. The next meeting wasn't until next week. So in the meantime, Trista and I were trying to convince Bryce to join. But I don't even like art, guys. You don't have to, just show up. It's fun. Suddenly, I heard Riley's voice from the table next to us. Yeah, the USJ trip is going to be really cool. It's only 2 weeks away, right? I had no idea what the USJ was, so I went over and asked. Oh, it's the unforeseen simulation joint. It's a trip we go on to practice rescue. By the way, it's nice to talk to you again, Greg. I guess he's right. That was the first time I talked to Riley since school started. Weird. Anyway, this USJ thing does sound kind of interesting. Although I have no idea how Riley would be able to participate in that, since he doesn't have a quirk. If only there was some way I could go. Jake McGo, quirk unknown. Affiliation, UA Business Course. Birthday, March 30th. Height, 5'6". Blood type, A. Likes quirks. The next day I got to school, but something was off. It felt like people were avoiding me. Well, I guess that's not that unusual, but even people I knew. Suddenly, I saw Trista. She would definitely know what was going on. Hey Trista, do you... That was really weird. She walked right by me, without even acting as if she had heard me. At first I thought something had happened. Had somebody used some kind of invisibility quirk on me? Suddenly, I saw Christina, so I walked up to her to see if she knew what was going on. Yeah, of course I can see you. What's going on? So Christina was still responding to me, but she didn't seem to know what was going on either. Then I saw Bryce. Dude, check the bulletin board outside the cafeteria. What you did was kinda messed up, Greg. The bulletin board? What could possibly be on there? I headed over to the cafeteria to see a couple of kids crowded around the bulletin board. I made my way past them and saw this. It was my hero course rejection letter. A ton of questions were racing through my head. How had somebody gotten this? Why did they put it up? Then, I realized it. why somebody had bothered to hang this up, why everybody was avoiding me. It was the stuff about Holly. Now everybody knew. I had attacked her during the entrance exam. Suddenly, I saw somebody walking towards me, and he did not look happy. Greg! Roderick Heffley, quirk, microphone. You can change the amplitude of sound waves around him, making them louder or quieter. Affiliation, college sophomore, birthday, November 17th, height, 5'10", blood type, O, likes, loaded diaper. You were the one who trapped Holly? I thought that was the robot. Rowdy guy, did you really just do that to get more points? I just wanted to get in. I wanted to do whatever it took to be a hero. So did I, but I didn't hurt others like you did. I trained, Greg. If you worked half as hard as I did, you would be in the hero course with me for sure. You can judge me for being quirkless all you want, but the fact is, I'm in the hero course and you're not. Maybe we should think about why. Riley left after that, leaving me standing there outside the cafeteria. A bunch of people had been watching that whole conversation, but I made my way past them. There was somebody I was looking for. After a few minutes, I found him. Shirag. He was the only one of Riley's classmates I knew since he was also in the art club. Well, and Holly, but I figured talking to her would probably be a bad timing. I didn't know if he had seen the letter yet or not. By the way, there was something I had to ask him. What's Riley like as a hero? Like, how strong is he? Riley? I mean, he doesn't have a quirk, but in terms of physical strength, he's one of the strongest out of us. He can't beat most of us in a fight, but he came up with a way to win his battle throughout this. It seems like he tries really hard to be a hero. After my talk with Shirag, I had made up my mind. It was time for me to see for myself how strong Riley really was. And there was only one way to do that. I'm going to sneak onto the USJ trip. I didn't know anything about it, other than my very short conversation about it with Riley yesterday. I needed someone I could ask, somebody who wouldn't get suspicious about me asking them. What's up, Greg? Need help with homework or something? I knew Christina also taught the hero course freshmen, so I figured she would know something about the USJ. Sure enough, she did. The USJ is an unforeseen simulation joint. It's a way for the hero course kids to practice rescuing people. It's in a super big arena on the other side of campus. There's a bus that takes the kids there. So there was a bus. Getting on there would be tough, but I'm sure I can sneak onto the bus somehow. Christina said the trip was in about 10 days. That gave me plenty of time to come up with a plan. Shirag Gupta, quirk, invisible. He can turn his entire body invisible on command for as long as he can hold his breath. Affiliation, UA Hero Course. Birthday, January 18th. Height, 5'1". Blood type, A. Likes video games. I came to art club again a few days later. Most of the people there were not happy to see me. I figured it probably wasn't worth going when nobody would even talk to me. But as I was about to leave the room, somebody called out to me. Greg, wait! Come by after the club ends, okay? At 4:30, I headed back up to the room, making sure to wait until Tristan and others had left. When I got there, Jake was waiting for me. I heard you talking with Christina. I have something you might be able to use. He went over to the corner of the room, then brought over something big. Speed bump, quirk, stretch. He can grow individual parts of his body up to 3 times their regular size. However, his muscles start to get incredibly sore if he keeps them in their enlarged state for a few minutes. Affiliation, UA Hero Course. Birthday, December 30th. Height, 5'11". Blood type, O. Likes snowball fights. Jake unrolled it to reveal that it was a giant sheet of paper and there was something drawn on the other side. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a drawing of a life-size motorcycle. All you have to do is fill in that open part near the handlebars and it should work. And if they're getting there by bus, you'll need something to follow them with. Jake, this is great. What? Why are you going through all this? I guess I've always been interested in other people's quirks, how they work, improvements, stuff like that. Since I'm quirkless. Wait, what?